We're counting down the 10 most insane doomsday planes ever built. Airborne command centers designed to survive nuclear war and lead in humanity's darkest hour. From high-speed bombers that anchored Cold War deterrence to mysterious command posts rumored to be invisible to radar, each aircraft changes the odds of survival in ways you won't believe. Our tier list ranks them by survivability, secret upgrades, command power, and their true role shaping global nuclear policy. Some are legendary, some nearly unknown, and a few may not officially exist at all, but each had world-altering potential. Which plane owns the S tier? Let's start the countdown with number 10. In the 10th place, the B-1B Lancer sets the baseline for doomsday survivability. First flown in 1974, this bomber was designed for high-speed, low-level penetration of enemy airspace. Its variable sweep wings let it dash at over Mach 1.2 at low altitude, a feature intended to slip past radar and missile defenses. With a refueled range topping 7,500 miles, the Lancer could strike deep into adversary territory, but its original mission was always about deterrence, not command. Unlike later airborne command posts, the B-1B carries only partial hardening against electromagnetic pulse. Its reduced radar signature, compared to the older B-52, offered a modest edge, but it never received full EMP protection or advanced nuclear communication suites. While it anchored the US nuclear triad through the late Cold War, the Lancer lacks the hardened command and control systems seen in higher tiers. It stands as a reference point, fast, flexible, but limited in survivability when the stakes are truly apocalyptic. Number 9. The B-52 Stratofortress stands as the backbone of early Cold War nuclear deterrence. Entering service in 1955, the B-52 could fly over 8,800 miles without refueling, an endurance few bombers could match. Its massive payload, up to 70,000 pounds, let it carry a full suite of nuclear and conventional weapons, making it the core of America's round-the-clock airborne alert during the 1960s. RAND studies credit this constant presence with shaping global perceptions of US retaliatory power. Crews spent days at a time on alert, ready to launch at a moment's notice, a posture that defined the era's nuclear standoff. Over 70 years later, the B-52 remains in service, a testament to its adaptability and reach. Yet, while it offered longer range and payload than the B-1B, it lacks the hardened command and control suites that would come to define later doomsday planes. The B-52 cements the bomber baseline before the shift to dedicated airborne command posts. In 8th place, the EC-135C Looking Glass rewrites the rules of nuclear command. Beginning in 1961, this aircraft stayed airborne around the clock, every hour of every day, for almost 30 years. That's more than 281,000 flight hours without a single accident. Its mission: serve as a flying mirror of America's underground command bunkers. If ground stations were destroyed, the general on board held delegated launch authority, able to direct nuclear retaliation from the sky. The battle staff included missileers, communications officers, and a flag officer acting as airborne emergency action officer. In 1967, the Looking Glass proved its power, successfully transmitting a live launch command to test silos using the Airborne Launch Control System. RAND and National Archives records credit this constant airborne presence with deterring adversaries. No one could be sure the US would ever lose its ability to strike back. Yet, the technology was rooted in the analog era. While Looking Glass brought true command and control to the skies, later planes would push survivability and endurance even further. Number 7. The VC-25A, better known as Air Force One, serves as the president's shield in the sky. This aircraft isn't just a flying office or a symbol of American power. Its core mission is to keep national leadership mobile and connected, even in the darkest hours. The VC-25A's wiring is doubled and shielded, designed to withstand the electromagnetic pulse from a nuclear detonation. Every crucial system, from communications to navigation, is protected against disruption, a fact confirmed by Air Force and Congressional Research Service records. On board, secure voice and data channels link directly to military commanders, federal agencies, and allies across the globe. Multiple redundancies mean that if one system fails, another takes over in seconds. With aerial refueling, the VC-25A can stay aloft for days, limited more by crew endurance than by fuel. But the plane's role is distinct. It ensures the president can survive and direct the government during a crisis, not serve as the primary command center for nuclear war. Unlike the E-4B Night Watch, Air Force One is not equipped for the full spectrum of nuclear command and control. Its communications suite is robust, but smaller in scale and scope. Defensive countermeasures, including electronic jamming and missile decoys, add another layer of protection. In the event of catastrophe, the VC-25A guarantees that the chain of command remains unbroken, bridging the gap between ground-based leadership and the airborne nerve centers that come next. Number 6. The Il-80 Maxdome stands as Russia's hardened answer to airborne nuclear command. Built on the civilian Il-86 airframe, this massive jet bristles with antennas and sealed fuselage modifications, every detail engineered for survival in a nuclear crisis. Only 4 exist, each capable of flying over 5,000 miles before refueling. Inside, military staff can relay launch orders, direct strategic forces, and maintain a chain of command, even if Moscow falls silent. Soviet doctrine demanded a mobile nerve center, and the Maxdome delivered. During the 1991 coup attempt, as ground control fractured, conflicting orders sent one Il-86 VKP scrambling into the sky. Crew members later described circling in tense radio silence, waiting for a signal that might never come. The Maxdome's communications suite, rumored to link directly to the Cheget nuclear briefcase network, remains shrouded in secrecy. Western intelligence has tracked upgrades and strange new antennas appearing in recent years, fueling speculation about urgent Russian efforts to keep pace with evolving threats. Compared to US platforms, the Il-80 trades global range for brute survivability, less mobility, but designed to function as a flying bunker. Its presence signals a different philosophy. In Russia's playbook, continuity of government means anchoring command in a fortress, not a roving flagship. Yet, as technology moves forward, the Il-80's aging systems and limited endurance leave open questions about its future role. Number 5. The E-6B Mercury operates as the silent link holding America's nuclear triad together. Built on the Boeing 707 airframe, this Navy aircraft isn't just a flying radio tower. It's the airborne nerve running from national command to submerged missile submarines. 16 E-6Bs form the backbone of the TACAMO mission, short for Take Charge and Move Out. Their most distinctive feature? A trailing wire antenna stretching over 5 kilometers, capable of sending very low-frequency signals deep into the world's oceans. That signal can reach a submerged Ohio-class submarine, delivering launch orders even if ground-based stations are gone. The E-6B also doubles as an alternate command post for US Strategic Command, with secure voice, satellite, and digital channels linking every leg of the nuclear arsenal. Unlike earlier bombers, the Mercury's primary weapon is communication. Its entire design revolves around survivability at a distance, orbiting safely beyond direct attack while relaying commands in real time. Congressional Research Service reports confirm its role as a critical node in nuclear command and control, bridging the gap between high-level headquarters and the most isolated launch crews on Earth. While it lacks the full battle staff and hardened living quarters of the E-4B Night Watch, its endurance and standoff orbit make it nearly irreplaceable. In a world where a single broken link could mean disaster, the E-6B Mercury keeps the chain of command unbroken even when the rest of the world goes silent. Number 4. The B-2 Spirit redefines the meaning of survivability in a doomsday scenario. First flown in 1989, this stealth bomber is engineered to slip through the most advanced air defenses on Earth. Its radar cross-section is less than 0.1 square meters, smaller than a seagull, making it nearly invisible to conventional radar. The B-2's flying wing design, coated with radar-absorbent materials, allows it to penetrate deep into hostile territory where older bombers would be detected and destroyed. With a range of over 6,000 nautical miles without refueling, the Spirit can reach targets on the far side of the globe in a single mission. It's certified to deliver both nuclear and conventional weapons, giving National Command a flexible, unpredictable strike option. SIPRI and IISS analyses credit the B-2 with shifting the balance of deterrence. Its very existence complicates any enemy's war plans. But there's a trade-off. While the B-2 is unmatched in evasion and reach, it isn't built to serve as a flying headquarters. It lacks the robust command infrastructure, battle staff, and hardened communications suite found on dedicated airborne command posts. The B-2's legacy is clear. It raises the bar for what it means to survive and strike after the unthinkable. But when it comes to directing the war from the sky, the next tier brings something even more formidable. Coming to the top three, the E-4B Nightwatch stands as the most formidable doomsday plane ever confirmed. Nicknamed the Flying Pentagon, this massive Boeing 747-200B conversion carries up to 112 people, flight crew, battle staff, communications specialists, and national leadership, inside a fortress engineered to survive nuclear war. Every system is shielded against electromagnetic pulse. From the cockpit's analog controls to the labyrinth of wiring beneath the floor, EMP hardening is built in from nose to tail. That's no accident. Air Force records and Congressional Research Service reports document a program cost topping $5 billion since the 1970s, with each of the 4 aircraft maintained in near-constant readiness. Inside, the E-4B is a mobile command center unlike anything else. 67 antennas bristle from the fuselage, connecting the plane to satellites, submarines, missile silos, and ground forces worldwide. The communications suite is designed for maximum redundancy, very low frequency, high frequency, satellite, and secure digital links, all hardened against jamming and disruption. If ground-based command is lost, the E-4B can assume full control of US nuclear forces. That's not theory. Declassified Air Force manuals confirm the E-4B's mission as the National Airborne Operations Center, ready to launch into the sky at the first sign of crisis. Endurance is another benchmark. With aerial refueling, the E-4B can remain aloft for days. Unrefueled, it can fly for 12 hours straight, a record stretching to over 35 hours on a single mission. The aircraft's interior is divided into operations centers, briefing rooms, secure communications bays, and crew rest quarters, all designed for extended crisis management. No other confirmed plane matches this combination of survivability, command capacity, and global reach. The E-4B Nightwatch is the apex of documented doomsday aviation. Every feature engineered for one purpose: to keep National Command alive when everything else fails. Like and subscribe for grounded breakdowns. Which plane deserves S tier? Tell us below. In second place, the Il-86 VKP emerges as Russia's most enigmatic doomsday plane. In 2015, photos surfaced online showing a heavily modified Il-96 airframe parked at Chekhovsky Airfield. New dorsal domes and ventral antenna fairings, features never seen on standard models, set off alarms across Western intelligence circles. Janes and IISS analysts pored over the images, noting the resemblance to hardened US command posts like the E-4B Nightwatch. United Aircraft Corporation quietly confirmed delivery of a specialized Il-96 VKP for National Command, but offered no technical details. Russian state media described it as a mobile command center, designed for continuity of government and strategic nuclear control. Satellite imagery and open-source tracking confirm at least one airframe in regular test flights, but the interior remains a strict secret. According to RAND Europe and NATO C3 assessments, the Il-96 VKP likely carries advanced satellite, very low frequency, and ultra-high frequency communications gear, with hardened systems to resist electromagnetic pulse. Its base airframe offers a range over 6,000 nautical miles, a clear leap from the older Il-80. Yet, no official documentation confirms the level of EMP shielding or the scale of its command suite. Some Western analysts speculate that the Il-86 VKP may match or even surpass the E-4B in communications resiliency and staff capacity. Others urge caution, pointing out Russia's doctrine favors redundancy across rail, ground, and airborne nodes, making a direct one-to-one comparison risky. What's certain is the secrecy. Every visible upgrade, from windowless fuselage zones to the sprawling antenna farm, signals a race to keep pace with US airborne command technology. But without open specifications or in-cabin imagery, the Il-96 VKP remains a shadow player, potentially Russia's most survivable command post, but still shrouded in doubt. Its very existence raises the stakes, hinting at a new chapter in the airborne arms race, yet leaving the final verdict just out of reach. And finally, in first place, the rumored stealth airborne command post sits at the edge of fact and speculation. For years, defense analysts have tracked blacked-out budget lines, billions in undisclosed Air Force procurement, hidden deep in Congressional Research Service recaps. RAND Corporation flagged patent filings for composite airframes with embedded very low-frequency antennas designed for command and control missions. But no official acknowledgement has ever surfaced. The supposed aircraft, sometimes whispered about as a stealth successor to the E-4B Nightwatch, would represent the ultimate leap in survivability. Low radar cross-section, composite shielding, and next-generation EMP protection, all built to keep national leadership hidden and connected when every other system fails. What little evidence exists comes from the shadows. Patent records show Boeing and Northrop Grumman engineers developing VLF-capable composites, citing survivability against nuclear effects and cyber intrusion. Flight tracking enthusiasts report unexplained gaps in transponder data, matching known continuity of government mission profiles out of restricted airfields like Groom Lake. Congressional summaries reference recapitalization programs for airborne command, but every technical detail is redacted. RAND's 2021 analysis stops short of confirming existence, but concludes that a covert survivability upgrade is highly plausible. No images, no tail numbers, no official statements. Just a trail of procurement anomalies and technical filings, pointing to something designed to outlast even the E-4B. If real, a stealth National Airborne Operations Center would render fixed command centers obsolete, able to launch, orbit, and direct nuclear forces without ever appearing on an enemy's radar. Its cost would be staggering, likely in the tens of billions, yet its value, in a world of hypersonic threats and cyber warfare, is measured in the survival of command itself. The only certainty is uncertainty. No other plane inspires more debate, more conspiracy, or more caution among defense watchers. The S-tier is reserved for what may exist just beyond the reach of public record. A doomsday plane so secret, its very existence remains the ultimate question. Subscribe for more deep-dive tier lists on history and technology. From the tried-and-true B-1B Lancer to the rumored stealth airborne command posts, this countdown revealed just how far doomsday planes have evolved, and how far secrecy can push the boundaries. Across all 10 entries, survivability, command capability, and hardened communications consistently set the ranking apart. We saw bombers like the B-52 shape early deterrence, while airborne command centers like the EC-135C and E-4B Nightwatch redefined continuity of government under unimaginable threat. The biggest shock? The leap from confirmed platforms to the S-tier, rumored, possibly stealth command posts that, if real, would outclass even the E-4B. Patterns emerged. Each new tier added more secrecy, mobility, or resilience. Every plane on this list qualifies because it's built for the unthinkable, ensuring command and control survive when everything else fails. In the end, doomsday planes aren't just technological marvels. They're a stark reminder of the lengths nations go to preserve control in a nuclear world. Which plane deserves S-tier status? Tell us below. Subscribe for more deep dive tier lists on history and technology.